And we start with Sefer Shmiras Haloshon. Sefer Shmiras Haloshon, and it says, so today's topic, judge others favorably. Okay. The Torah states, with righteousness shall you judge your fellow, in Vaikra 19:15, which our sages interpreted as a commandment to give one's fellow the benefit of the doubt. It says in Talmud Shavuos 30, page 8. 28. This precept is among those whose fruit one enjoys in this world and whose principal reward is presented in the world to come. It says in Talmud Shabbos 1:27a. Development of this trait is crucial for perfecting the quality of Shmiras Haloshon. Right? So important to judge other people. Right, other people favorably. So, and of course, as many people take it out of context, we're not obligated to judge everybody favorably, and some people we're not allowed to judge favorably. Right, if somebody is a known rasha, not allowed to judge him favorably. But okay, continue. To give one's fellow benefit of the doubt is to decide in one's mind that someone who is said to have committed a misdeed did so either unwillfully or out of ignorance or correctly. There is that in fact sin has not been committed. Okay. When so let's see. So what if somebody brought you a report? First of all, we're not allowed to believe this report, right? But secondly, even if you saw it with your own eyes, right? So first of all, he did not know that it was forbidden, right? Second, that unwillfully, maybe somebody made him. I mean, you don't know the circumstances, and maybe you don't know the halacha, right? Maybe, just a maybe. As Rabbi Reuven Shlita, he said this story when, I don't know if I said this story or not, it was in the beginning of the pandemic, it was a prayer of this Rishon LeZion of Ashkenazi community, Rishon LeZion of Sephardic community, so Rav Yitzchak Yosef from Sephardic and Rav Lau from Ashkenazi community, and all of these other like leaders of the other religions, from Christian, few from Christians, like different sects, and from a Muslim, I think a Buddhist, and all of these like other people, and they would pray on the stage. I think they some kind of conference, like let's pray together, and they prayed together, right? And some fools they wrote very bad comments on the internet about these great rabbis, right? And the thing is, so they say, how could they pray with all of these idol worshippers and this and that, and it's disgrace. And they actually some fools just call these great rabbis names, but we know that if these people just knew halacha, they would know that it's not prohibited. This great rabbis did nothing wrong, right? We're not allowed to go to the church. We're not allowed to go to all of the Buddhist temples or all other idol worshiper things, but to pray together, right? There is no prohibition, and in fact we know from even from Novi. If you learn Novi, it's about Eliyahu Hanavi, right? And him and all of these prophets. Initially, it was 900 prophets, and then 450 did not show up. So it was Eliyahu Hanavi praying, and these 450 false prophets were calling to their gods, right? Try to bring fire on the altar. Right, so and Eliyahu Hanavi was allowed to pray next to them, so there is no problem. Right, so okay, and throughout the generation, we see that a rabbi is greater than those two were cooperating with the government, because we live in exile, and we have to talk even to different religion. It's not the religion. It's not like the choice of the leaders, right? Sometimes, because of their position, they're forced. Okay, so basically, these people simply lost their share in the world to come, who commented negatively. That's not smart, to put it mildly. Okay, so that's exactly what it says here, right? In fact, maybe you did not know halacha. Maybe they did nothing wrong, right? Maybe they were forced. How do you know? Especially when they're talking about kosher people. Not kosher people, you're not obligated to give them a benefit of the, but these people for sure. When the report does not lend itself to any of the above interpretation, one should consider the possibility that the speaker adds or omits details which completely alter the nature of the report. That's a famous one, right? So we know that people, when they tell the story over, sometimes they willingly, sometimes they just forget some details, very important details. I remember like a few students, and they have exactly the same character. They would ask me a question, I give them an answer. Hopefully they're going to watch this lecture, and they say, yeah, but what if this circumstance? I said, in this circumstance, you do exactly opposite. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell. And then, 1 hour later, they change they add details to the story. It's like a moving target. Like I said, stop it. I don't want to answer, right? So all of the details, they change the whole story. You cannot just hold it and see how Rabbi is going to react. Okay, continue. To judge others favorably is also to bear in mind the teaching, do not judge your fellow until you have reached his place. It says in Pirkei Avos 2:5, right? And then there is no comments, but our great rabbis comment, and you cannot never be in his place, never, right? So to be in his place, it's not literally in his place. It means that you have to have the same life as he, the same upbringing, the same parents, the same environment, the same siblings, the same maybe abuse that his person went when he was a child. And now through all of these things, life he went through. So now if you would go through exactly the same thing, so now, yeah, you can judge it. But guess what? All people are different, all lives are different. So basically I would say, just explain, you can never put yourself in his place. So we don't judge. The more one accustoms himself to judge others favorably, the less he will transgress the sin of Lashon Hara. Okay. So we stop here. Right.